11, and we're 2 games away from crowning a champion, ladies and gentlemen. It is all coming down to this.
Yeah, things are about to get absolutely intense. Mike right now feeling the sweat. I'm telling you, after that game, he's over here like, man, I got to make something happen this game, because he had a 10-point lead. He was right there. You know what I'm saying? He had created a nice little safety net for himself, but that 0-point game going to cost him heavy, because that safety net is gone. 2 games determine the fate for these players in the top 4. I think it's anybody's game among these guys. Only 7 points separate 4th from 1st, and that's the difference between one good game. OC Zhang Yu trying to run away here. Oh my goodness, the roller coming through almost catches Zhang Yu on the fallback down, almost catches Huang Fly as well. Zhang Yu just trying to keep it moving, hoping to find an armor there. He does find the armor swap. He risks it for the biscuit, and it pays off. He hits the trigger on Huang Fly, turns it around with the uppercut combo on the nunchucks here. Huang Fly gonna come in here with the bubble. Unfortunately for Zhang Yu, that means his only option is the blue and his own bubble. He does catch Huang Fly out in the bubble. Huang Fly does have the ultimate though. Zhang Yu trying to kill him before he can make it happen, and he does. Zhang Yu turns it around.
What a turnaround, though. Being able to find that space hill within this one, and obviously still putting the pressure on, which is exactly what you need to do into this moment here. Obviously still able to work towards what is next here, as GG Shaw is able to find any which way even more of an opportunity here to get the shutdown here. GG Shaw able to run towards this, is able to play this to the best of his ability here, as GG Shaw is able to try to see if he can find it in so much of a better light. GG Shaw able to dish it out and do so much more here. He's trying to hold on as AOW's Mike wants to try to see if he can cause a problem. He wants to get this elimination on to GG Shaw, and he does, as AOW's Mike is going to be able to grief him into this game and gets the finish, the exact finish that he absolutely needs in this moment here. What a finish. What a find.
Oh, man. AOW Mike, 2 eliminations here, off to a really good start for himself. Unfortunately, GG Shaw going to lose that resurrection, that safety net that he talked about having early that he likes to play around, already gone. OUG's Panda Man here, though, still has a resurrection. Look, I want you to look at Panda Man right now down below. That is the stare, man. I'm telling you what, no matter what, this man has got that stare down. I don't want to be on the receiving end of my balls. I'm gonna, Panda Man, you know, when I'm there in person, I'm gonna need you to keep that look away from me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Panda Man, you playing risky here. You going in, you said, I want this kill on you, Ron. He's gonna find it. Ventus is Reki at half health as well. He also gets the Soul Bloom, keeping Reki from getting the heal. The pillar comes down. Panda Man happy to invest it, gonna come up here. It just needs a couple of shots here onto Reki to lock it down. Gonna get the pot off. That means Reki gonna find one as well, though. But Panda Man happy to take the full reset. He wants Reki to burn that ultimate down because he knows that puts him in a better situation. Oh my God, Reki trying to come back, get some pots from the body of Panda Man, catching him out. Gonna rip those shields right back off of Reki, coming in, catching him out again. Reki does get that blue shield, but Panda Man really in a good position to lock this down. Reki gonna be out of ultimate very soon here. Panda Man loses his. Reki trying to get away. Panda Man, though, wants to keep the hunt up. He knows Reki is in a bad situation. No ultimate for the Akos here is not where he wants to be. Panda Man really trying to take control of the situation, looking to make something happen with the nunchucks. There it is. He's going to take the combo there. Can't go for the uppercut because of the terrain. Playing it real smart. Panda Man slow rolling this fight. Going to let Reki back off. Going to take the reset. Again, to take every little advantage that he can out of this fight. He knows Reki low on resources this early into the game. Panda Man taking some huge hits from the dagger, though. Really trying to keep the momentum going forward here. Panda Man's only safety net right now is that Ep ability. Going to swap into the longsword because it's got the better advantage there. Into the dagger. Going to get the carousel circle. There it is. Panda Man finds his second elimination.
What an amazing find, though, coming in as he's able to finally catch himself a little bit more towards this. Able to find the avenue that he absolutely needs to here. Trying to place himself in a better position here could be really good for him in a lot of different momentums. Obviously, GG Shaw trying to see if he can hit some shots onto Wang Liang here. Obviously ends up getting absolutely iced towards this. Obviously not too detrimental into this fight here, as GG Shaw is just trying to hold on. Beautiful hit onto Wang Liang here. Wang Liang just trying to hold on a little bit. Ends up getting caught inside of the juggle here. The question is, can GG Shaw get the finish the way that he wants to? Oh, he ends up getting the heal in a beautiful time. And it looks like he's going to be able to whoosh himself out of there. It's not going to be enough, though, and he doesn't have the range to be able to do it. He ends up catching him. And it's just like what you said. It's exactly what you said. Wang Liang, what are you doing? Why are we doing this? Why are we... Oh, no. Why would this happen? Oh, my. Look at the horror. As AOW's Mike is going to try to see if he can dish this out here and get out of this arm's way. It's the best shape possible. He's trying to keep the maneuvers going. I mean, look at the movement speed coming in here. It's absolutely phenomenal. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, Mike here able to get away off the back of the ult there. J-Team's actually not wanting to keep the pursuit up for too long here. Who does come around the corner. He knows that ultimate's going to be down soon. Action hitting those shots with the bow here. Mike not happy about that. He walks into WBG Spider. Action and Spider putting the work on Mike. Mike's got nothing left in the tank. He's got an F, but he's not going to be able to find it. Action picks up the elimination. Spider not happy about that. Spider was in the perfect position to find himself an elimination, and he just doesn't get it. Action breaking his ankles too here, moving through Plume Castle like he owns the place.
Pretty insane, though, to get the shutdown here. You love to see how they've been able to do certain things here. Obviously, a nice look with everything else that's been happening so far here as AOW's Mike. Trying to see if maybe they can rotate this in, rotate it out. Able to do so much more, though. Nice little look, though, from what they've been doing thus far here.
I'm so sad Panda Man didn't make it into Roma Yang.
Did you want to talk about what happened with Wang Liang?
No. I said my piece already. He proved my point for me. You know what I'm saying?
He said your piece. You feel like you got that point across?
Yeah, I think I got it good. GG Shaw here though, going with Wolves Kai Bao coming in here, absolutely putting the work on to Shaw. Valda for Valda. Both of them using the F3 already. Here we're going to go to see the ult come out. Kai Bao not popping the ult yet, trying to get as much of the ult off of GG Shaw as they can. Doesn't want to risk going spear for spear. Kai Bao going to pick up. Oh my goodness, no, Shaw's going to find it on to Kai Bao with the spear. Turns it around. Kai Bao, though, still with the ultimate here. Just needs to find one. Shaw able to avoid two of them. The ult's gone, but Wolves Kai Bao still with some shield here. Full HP. Shaw with the uppercut. The bubbles come back out. Shaw is so low. Kai Bao with the weapon advantage onto the legendary spear, but Shaw putting in the work.
Even with this one, though, still able to find is a momentum the way that he needs to here. Obviously able to get to find the way that it's been thus far here. You love to see how it's been thus far here. Obviously able to find it to get a nice little piece of momentum here. KLA's Fang looks like he's going to try to see if maybe he can find one as well as he goes through and he sees Ye Ron. It looks like he's going to wait for him on the outskirts. Ends up getting the nice hits, though, immediately. And we're outskirts on the outer. Let's see if maybe they can find a way towards it now. Trying to play it to what ability can they do it with and much, much more. Obviously, the more opportunity you have, the better shots you have as KLA is going to be able to get the shutdown onto Fang. Panda Man is so dangerously close to getting this dub. This could be absolutely monumental for him, though.
Fang here on the move, playing that Z-Ping, using that bubble to their advantage. But, man, the hunt is going hard. Zhang Yu, the grief man himself, on the hunt here, trying to shut down Fang. Keep Fang from climbing any higher in the leaderboard. Zhang Yu gonna lock him down into the corner here. Fang, the ult ticking down. No bubble available. Zhang Yu, you got him in the corner. Pop him with the bubble. They got a bubble for bubble here now. The cooldown finally coming back. Fang gonna buy themselves just a little bit of time here, trying to get a pot, but Zhang Yu not letting it happen, keeping the grief up here on to KLA's Fang. Battle Swangfly gonna show up as well, and Zhang Yu now gonna look for the third party.
Third party trying to come in here, but KLA's Fang is not making it easy for them. They said, listen, if you want to get this elimination, you better come here and you better work for it. Obviously, he doesn't necessarily know if they actually are willing to work for it here as he's able to get the nice shutdown here. Beautiful right click on the Panda Man. Panda Man trying to hold it strong, but it's not going to be enough. As he ends up getting eliminated early into this game, falls down to third place as GG Shaw ends up taking it. But ladies and gentlemen, this could be the runaway game for GG Shaw and AOW's Mike. But that leaves us with our final game. This is where things get a little bit more interesting here and gets the shutdown here. You love to see it as Kai Bao trying to fight this out with X-Shin inside of this temple. Trying to wait it out here. Looks like the Spears is not going to do enough as the Nunchucks is going to be able to connect as much as possible here. Trying to see if they can find it. Gets the ankle breaker. It's not going to be able to do enough. Beautiful parry is going to be able to get this shut down. Gets him caught up inside of the bubble. Tries to push him out towards it. Still gets him caught up. Waiting for the time for that dagger strike to still be able to run too. But obviously he's going to be able to dish this out and try to run as fast as possible. But obviously it's not going to be enough as he does end up catching him. Oh, do you see the slow motion? Look how awesome this is, ladies and gentlemen. This is Naraka Bladepoint at its finest. This is so amazing. The question is, who gets the strike?
Comes out on top in the end here. Wolves, Kai Bao still on the hunt, trying to break each other's ankle. This could be it for Kai Bao. They're one hit and one hit. Kai Bao needs this so desperately. He's lost the realm of Yang. Oh my goodness, action canceled the pot. He didn't get it off. Wolves goes into the bubble. He's trying to keep the momentum on to J-Team's Action. It's so close. Action finally finds a pot here. Wolves gonna be forced to take another reset into it. Oh, what a fight breaking out here between these two. Both of them holding the spears for dear life. Oh, Kai Bao, he catches the freeze. This could be it for Action. Action's gonna come in with the crank. Kai Bao walks into the bubble. He just needs one more hit. He's got to clutch it out here against J-Team's Action. This is his last hope. He's got 30 seconds till he ties to Yang depletion. Action trying to keep it moving. Will it be enough? Will Wolves Kai Bao clutch it out? Can he find the hit he needs? Action on the move. Come on, Wolves, you can do it.
This has been absolutely insane to come towards this hope and still being able to get the shutdown here the way that it's been thus far. It's been absolutely insane. The timing has been monumental, and at this point, it just doesn't feel real how this has been so far here. Even with the amount of momentum, even with the amount of timing that it's been so far here, the way that they've been able to push this out has been incredible. But Wang Liang, Kai Bao, and WBG Spider is officially out. Officially out of these games here. Trying to hold it together. And just struggling here. KLA Fang is able to find it. Able to do the most. Looks like KLA is just trying to see if maybe they can connect it as well here. Inside of this, trying to just juggle it up as far as possible, using the scale rushes to try to be able to go through the maneuvers. And at this point, I feel like people just use the dagger just for more of the movement than it is the actual damage here. It looks like he finds the advantage here. Bill's able to go a lot more airborne here out of this. Ends up getting caught. I mean, look at the movement coming in from Fang, man. That was incredible. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible.
These games are insane. The slow motion with the Valdas back to back, that's a clip. That's a highlight for sure. AOW's Mike here now on the move. Mike trying to solidify their lead going into the final game. It's tight. GG Shaw only actually less than 2 points behind Mike. Mike has got to find some eliminations for themselves. I'm not sure what Shaw's doing up here in the tree. We turn our attention over here. This is the fight where GG Shaw and OUG's Panda go head to head. You know, two of our top contenders here, and Shaw was the one who comes out on top. Panda trying to lock it down. We see the spear come through. Shaw keeps the chase going. The old almost gonna run out here. He is able to find the spear, and off the back of that is able to pick up the elimination onto Panda, and this puts Shaw so close in the running to be able to come out on top and take that first place away from AOW's Mike. He's less than 2 points away from first place, Dobby.
Absolutely insane. It's so close. It's so close when it comes to this game so far. It really can be anyone's game in a lot of these instances here, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this final game truly goes. This really is going to be the final game. As it looks like Rexy is going to find T25 on the other side here. Looks like there could be a space here for him to be able to catch him on side of this wall here. The scale rushing could be absolutely incredible as Rexy looks like he's going to try to see if he can close this gap in, but it's going to be a lot harder, though, as we're on top of this mountain. They're trying to scale up as much as possible.
Reki here on the move. These players got to be real careful. If they can't find those fireplaces to get rid of the debuff from the Blizzard here, they can lose their ultimate. Reki currently 50% left on that buff from those fireplaces. J-Team's Action a little bit above that, 75%, but Action doesn't currently have their ultimate. So they're going to have to find a way to go ahead and tick that back up. We're going to see the Blizzard end here. There is a bounty onto Action, so they need to play this very, very carefully as they keep going. And as these game gets tighter and tighter, more players eliminated. AOW's Mike just off the back of the points coming up closer. GG Shaw is now just a little further away from Mike, but only like 0.1 point further away. Mike still has a lot of work to do if he wants to guarantee himself that first place finish after this game, and there's still one more game to play after this. Mike sweating bullets, but he's, you know, a calm player. He's here. The consistency from Mike has been so good. He knows he doesn't have to come out and be crazy. He's just going to play consistently. He sees J-Team's Action, and he's not even worried about it. Look at this. Man's just taking what he wants. He's like, Action, you know, if you want to stop me from looting these bodies, come do something about it.
Looks like it's still going to be able to try to see if they can find the momentum all the way around this, though. Still is more happening, though. Let's see if we can make it happen. Obviously doing a lot more than need be in certain situations. Still able to do a lot more into this one. Obviously, AOW's Mike's just trying to play it to the best of his ability here. Last game, we're getting close. When it comes to Panda Man, what does he need to do in his final game?
I mean, Panda Man in his final game, him and Shaw both need to come out and just keep doing what they've been doing all day, honestly. Right? At this point, it's kind of AOW's Mike's game to lose. We're taking a look here on the replays. T225 is able to clean up that fight. His only elimination buying him out of that Yang depletion. But like I said, realistically, Panda Man and Shaw just need to keep doing what they've been doing all day. It's Mike's game to lose at this point. Mike has to come into the last game, honestly, with how close the points are. He needs to look to have a bigger game. He's been playing consistent for every single one of his games, right? That has kept him in the lead ever so slightly. But after that 0-point game, he doesn't have a comfortable cushion where consistent is going to cut it. Because Panda Man and Shaw are going to come into this final game looking to rip and tear. They are going to be trying to pick up as many eliminations as they can and to make it happen. A little bit of a truce going on here. Zhang Yu trying to come in on the Mike Haley's Fang J-Team's Action. We are down to top 8 players here. That Blizzard come through yet again. Mike able to slip in and get the armor. He does have the buff. Mike playing it real smart. He's going to come over here. I really thought he was going to stand there and do that prayer shine in front of all these players. I'm like, Mike, come on. You know better than that. You know better than that.
You know what they say? Wanna be like Mike. I'm sorry, that's a different sport. Anyway, coming back towards this one, though, AOW's Mike. Be like Mike. AOW might potentially try to see if maybe he can find another player as Zhang Yu sees T225 on top. 35 seconds left on the clock here as we're slowly going to start to put this in here. Still got a whole lot. Still working towards this as we're going to be able to see how they're able to push this one in. AOW is just trying to see if they can find it.
Everybody playing real cautious right now, and I can't blame them. You know, there's so much on the line with this particular game. If you're AOW's Mike, you do not want to give this lead away to GG Shaw going into the last game, right? He can afford to play a little safer in the last game if he's got 1 or 2 points ahead of GG Shaw. like he does right now, but he still needs to, you know, come in and play a strong game. So he knows that. So he doesn't want to throw away that little bit of lead he's got right now and then come in and have to play a risk it for the biscuit style game like GG Shaw and Panda Man have to in that final game. That's kind of the situation that he's in. But I think he's playing it real smart. And these other players know, you know, some of them, you know, like J-Team's Action, realistically not in a space to take first place, but he can climb a little higher. And every one of these placements here not only gets you extra money from the prize pool, but you got to remember you're also playing for those coveted qualifying points for the World Championship. And every position higher you finish gets you more of those points. And those are so important. So if you're J-Team's Action right now, you're just trying to play consistently, get a couple of kills, maybe move up one more position, right? And I mean, he'd have to have a crazy game to overcome KLA's Fang. Fang's got like an 8-point lead on him right now almost. So he doesn't want to end up going any lower because look at how close Wang Liang is. Wang Liang's in 6 by like, oh no, they're tied. So J-Team's Action needs to keep holding where he's at right now. He needs to, you know, survive at least to 7 this game so he kind of solidifies that place and keep playing consistently so he gets as many points towards World as possible. So we're going to see things drastically slow down right now. That's what we're seeing. These players know how much is on the line, and they don't want to tip their hand until the very final game.
Still going to be a whole lot coming through here, but obviously, I mean, it's only going to be better. Even with that, though, they're still able to push this one a little bit closer to the goal that they need to do. And obviously, we still got a whole lot happening here, as obviously it's just going to be a little bit harder. They got to figure this out. Let's hope that they do. Because now they're going to start to get coveted. They're about to start pushing their bones in. Got to start paying attention. Got to be a little careful.
Yeah, you know, things getting real tight here. Zone 5 collapsing onto Zone 6. A lot of this safety net going to go away because the zone is kind of pushing around these couple of rocks and then just the rest of this open area. That's all that's going to be left is this ice right here, right now. Ventus Reki, before he, you know, moved that way, was smack dab in the middle of it. So Reki, you know, trying to just hold a strong position here, but there's a lot of opening going around. We're going to see a lot of ring around the Rosie around these 3 rocks, a lot of scale rushing, dipping and moving in and out here. And oh my goodness, look at that portal there too. That's got to be tempting for some of these players, but there's no way if you go through that portal, you survive the zone tick, no matter how much healing you've got this late in the game. Here we are, Zone 5 collapsed onto Zone 6, and this is it. Look at how open this is, man. You've got these 3 pillars and ice. That's what you got. You're out here, ice, you know, ice, baby. little bit of hockey getting played out here, and it looks like right now GG Shaw is the puck, taking a lot of damage here off of those shields, forced to take an armor swap into that blue armor. He's just a little blueberry right now, not where you want to be if you're GG Shaw. Ooh. Using the iframes on the roll there to avoid those deado rounds coming off of the pistol that he had stuck in him. That could have been disastrous if he was forced to take those deado rounds standing right next there to OC Zhang Yu, the grief man himself.
Oh yeah, especially with that too. You definitely have to be careful of that though in these situations here, and obviously with him really seeing that though as an opportunity, and he just decides, nah, it's probably better if I just, like, you know, realistically back off of the situation here. He realizes that it's probably not worth it, and obviously uses it to his advantage here in these situations. I mean, look at all of the craziness that's happening though within this fight. GG Shaw holding on strong here as he ends up catching KLA's Fang up at the top here. And obviously with all the pieces coming together here, looks like this circle is going to be nice and tight towards this final circle here. A whole lot of momentum happening here, or a whole lot of spectral moments coming through piece by piece. break by break. Obviously not making it look easy on a lot of instances here, but obviously they're still able to put it down towards the other spaces. Beautiful hits coming through as AOW's Mike is going to go through with the switcheroo here. Has that gold on him here. It's going to have to try to see if he can find any open area for a split second just so he can heal off, but it's not going to be enough as each space he's losing a little bit of momentum every single time. He's able to get a little bit of shield off, just enough to keep him alive throughout this Balda. Long fly. Oh, C225 ends up dousing him. AOW's Mike in the circle here. Not looking good for him, though. AOW's Mike and GG Shaw still alive in this, making it a little bit further and further away as T225 is able to capture the elimination on AOW's Mike. So he's out with those 2 eliminations, and he's out with 6 points. So listen, this still has a chance for Panaman. This is massive. If GG Shaw ends up winning this game, he takes the top spot. And now, for the first time in these games, AOW's Mike will be trailing. And it only takes 1 game to see how the rest of this starts to go over. Now, all of a sudden, trying to see if they can find any more momentum that could be very, very helpful for them, though. They still got to push through. They still got to push through very, very hard. Now, obviously, even with that, there's still more and more happening, though, as the final circle starts to come through here. No eliminations has been able to be kept yet. Still just juggling up into the air as KLA's Fang ends up getting a hit immediately towards this final circle as GG Shaw trying to see if he can juggle him away. Ends up getting caught on a grapple as somebody else is T225. And it looks like now the circle's going to start to close in. Ults are going to start to get called out here as the ulti from Eiko starts to get called immediately. The Tiger starts to be able to connect towards it. Rexy starts to be a problem for some of these players. GG Shaw just trying to stay away from everybody, letting the circle do its thing, letting the players get the finishes, trying to see if he can find it. GG Shaw pops open his ulti, trying to see if he can catch one on the outskirts. Ends up hitting some massive hits on one. Action dangerously low. Couldn't capture the next one here. Trying to see if he can find it. Zhang Yu ends up catching an elimination. Action ends up catching an elimination towards the very final end of this circle.